Hi guys. So I'm so sorry I haven't done a video in a really long time. Been super busy. And I decided to do a video today. And it's probably like one of the hottest days ever, but whatever. There's no too hot day for a baking day. That's what I always thought. So I went cherry picking the other day and I came up with so much cherries, like so much. So I really want to make a cherry pie. So what you're going to need is a lot of cherries, more like around 6 cups of fresh cherries, maybe like 2.5 pounds, I would say. Also, you could pick sweet cherries or sour, but this is all gonna affect, like, no matter which cherry you choose, it's gonna affect how much sugar you're gonna put. So if you're gonna get sweet cherries, you're probably not gonna put as much sugar. But if you're gonna get sour cherries, you're probably gonna put the full amount of sugar I'm gonna tell you. Okay, so the amount of cherries that I got, like, they're semi-sweet, I would say. Like we're just about to get really ripe. So I'm probably gonna put the full amount of sugar, which is 3/4 to 1 cup of sugar. So I'm probably gonna go for 1 cup because it's, again, they're not that sweet. And then on top of that, you're gonna need 5 tablespoons of cornstarch. Okay. And 1 tablespoon of lemon juice and half a teaspoon of cinnamon. So first thing, any good pie, obviously, to make the pie dough. So I'm going to do that right now. I've shown in other videos how to do pie dough, just in case you guys forgot. Basically, it's 2.5 cups of all-purpose flour, two sticks of unsalted butter, half tablespoon of sugar, and a half teaspoon of salt. And you need like 6 to 8 tablespoons of ice cold water. And if you have a mixer, you could do it, or a food processor, or by hand. I love doing pie dough by hand mix. It's like, I feel like it's the best. Okay, guys, so my pie dough is out. So now I'm just trying to knead it a little bit. So then after this is gonna go in the fridge for an hour because the pie dough always has to chill for at least an hour, so it can be more moldable later on. And then we're going to, as we're waiting for it to chill, we're going to pit the cherries. So yeah, I cannot wait. Okay, since it's extremely hot outside, right away you want to like cut this in half and wrap it in plastic and put it in the fridge because it's so hot, like the butter is already melting as I'm touching this. Okay, so I did my disc and I wrapped them nicely. So now they're going right to the fridge. Okay, so here are the cherries. So I have so much more after this, but at least I'm getting rid of some. But basically, I'm gonna take off the stem, obviously, and then you're going to pit them. Some people have something called like a pitter, but I don't have that, so I'm probably just gonna have to do it like by hand. Like sometimes what I do is just kind of cut them in half. It doesn't really matter because when you do the cherry pie, it kind of all gets together, so no one really realizes that you do that. So yeah, there's also a trick where I saw one time where you could put it in a bottle and you put a stick through it and the pitch should just come right out. But it also depends what kind of bottle you have. You have to have a really small bottle, so that could work out. So there's so many things. So yeah. Okay, so my pie dough has been chilling for like an hour, so I'm gonna probably roll it out now, at least the bottom part. Now I'm chilling the pie dough in the mold because it's really hot outside, so it's melting the butter. So that's why I put it in the freezer as I'm making the filling now. So what I'm gonna do in this big cup, grab any big cup or bowl, you're gonna mix 1 cup of sugar, 5 tablespoons of cornstarch, and 1 tablespoon of lemon juice, and a ½ teaspoon of cinnamon. So now I'm gonna do the top part of the pie as the rest of it is chilling in the fridge with the filling and everything. So I'm gonna roll out. By the way, guys, an amazing friend of mine gave me this amazing rolling pin. So I just really wanted to show it off because I love it so much. It's so cute. And they know who they are, so I appreciate them. Butter. I'm like really tiny pieces. You can cut them in pieces. I just tear them apart. Like I just grab the butter and kind of just break it and make sure it's kind of all over. That's what I kind of do. It's so hot, guys. Okay, I think I need a little bit more. Okay. So yeah. Now we're gonna be able to put the tie. Now you put the top on top. Okay, so now I'm just gonna be cutting them into like 10 equal strips. Sometimes I cut a little bit more, but I mean, you don't have to be exactly 10 equal strips, but just, you know, try to make sure they're even at least. Like, so I'm doing. Put this. It's gonna go on top. Okay, so one of them I didn't get very even, but I got it. Okay. So here's the pie filling, and here's the strips. Again, they could be kind of, they're semi-equal. Like, I'm not really too crazy about that. Like, I don't go crazy about them being so equal. Okay. So now you put these back where they were. And then you do basically alternating. Alternating. alternating, and then you just put another strip. So basically you just do that the whole time. So you make like a really easy lattice, and it's really pretty too. Okay, so once you do a lattice, the most important thing is to cut the sides because they're way too long. So that is what I'm doing right now. Cutting the sides. And as I'm doing this, the dough, like it's becoming very soggy, the dough, but because it's super hot outside, so, and humid. So this is not the most preferred way to make a pie. Don't do what I'm doing. But again, I love baking, so I don't really care. Okay, so cut the sides. And now we could kind of like basically dip it, like, you know, tuck them in. Okay, as you can see, I'm tucking in.
And now, watch what happens when we touch our tongues to each end of this crystal rock.
Okay. So I'm gonna chill this for a bit because it's getting really like melty. And after those 25 minutes, you put a timer. Please do not forget because you will burn your pie if you do not. You're gonna forget. So yeah, 25 minutes. Then you will bring it down after 25 minutes, and you're gonna go down to 350 for another 30 to 35 minutes, and then your cherry pie should be done. So this is a butterfly mold. I don't know. Sometimes I do roses, but I just really, it's so hot, I don't really want to do anything more. So I think I'll put some butterflies in my pie. And kind of call it a day. The butterflies. Super cute. Okay. I just make a couple, and then I just kind of put it around the pie. Because, you know, when you already have a lattice, you're already decorating. So, I mean, as long as you just, butterflies just like for extra decoration. I'm also putting this in the freezer so they could be chill and stay their shape, because right now it's like, again, everything is literally melting. So. Okay, let's get the pie. It's very important to seal a pie. I mean, the juices already spill out in general, so if you don't seal it, it's gonna be even worse. So today I'm choosing to do a fork. It's very classic. Sometimes I do a flute, but today I just felt like, yeah, using a fork. Okay. Again, this is very classic, but I always feel like the classics are the best. So. I am double forking just in case, because I feel like anything could happen. I like to make sure my pies are really sealed good because, again, I do have a lot of spills in the oven, which is why I always, when I put, and I'll try to show you too, like every time I put a pie in the oven, I always put parchment paper under it and another pan, because the juices literally just flow out, and, yeah, it makes a big mess. So to prevent that, I just try to, you know, put another. Okay, so I'm gonna put the butterflies now. I'm gonna pick the nicest ones. So what I'm gonna use the butterflies for is to basically cover up like the gaps, because they have some gaps in here that are really big, and I just don't like the way they look. So this will be for that. I usually am more crazy with my decoration and stuff like that, as some of you know, but today it's just so hot that I don't really get, I'm not really worried about that too much today. But it will still be cute, I think. I think it still will be very cute, this pie. I don't know if you guys heard that when my oven just beeped, letting me know that it's ready. So before you put it in the oven, though, you have to do an egg wash. So my egg wash is usually just 1 tablespoon of water and 1 egg, and you beat it. And you can put like sugar on top. I love doing that. So if you want to do that, and then yeah, you should be done and ready for your pie. So yeah, all I have to do left is the egg wash, and then I'm going to put it inside the oven. I feel so bad for this butterfly. Use all the egg wash, and I'm glad of that because again, the more you use, it won't give it an eggy taste. I promise you guys, it would give it more like just a nice crunchy, and it'll be so nice and brown. But I promise you, it will not taste like egg. So now you will pour sugar on it. I always like putting sugar on pie at top because it gives like a really nice crunch. Yeah? So there's really no limit to putting sugar on top. I put like a lot, so. It will not affect it, trust me. Okay guys, so it is ready and my oven's preheated super hot here. I'm gonna put it in now, so I'm super excited and I cannot wait to show you guys how it comes out. So this is how I put parchment paper on top of another pan, and yeah. So again, 425, putting the timer, 25 minutes. After 25 minutes, it is going down to 350 for another 30 to 35. Here's my pie. It looks really good. You can still see kind of some of the butterflies. And yeah, all the juices are out. It's still kind of warm. It's been cooling for like an hour now, but it's still really hot. It's also really hot in here, so that's why. But yeah, there you go. By the way, I did leave it a little bit longer than when the timer ended afterwards because I really like my pie to be nice and brown. I don't like it to be light. So, you know, it all depends on how you guys like it. All right, so here's the cherry pie. Now you can enjoy this with a beautiful scoop of vanilla ice cream.